In 1925, two men sitting at a drafting table did something strange. They invented a town. Not a real town, a fake one. They gave it a nonsense name, put it on a map, and sent it out into the world. Nobody knew it was fake. For 89 years, that town stayed on maps. Gas stations showed it, Rand McNally showed it, even Google Maps showed it. Until one day in 2014, Google did something it almost never does. It wiped a town off its maps overnight. And that's when everyone finally asked the question, what was Agloe, New York? And why did it just disappear? Here's the wild part. The people who made that fake town never expected it to become real. But it did. Sort of. And then, just as strangely, it vanished. Stick with me, because this story will make you question every map on your phone.
Some mysteries were never meant to be solved, but tonight, we uncover them. Welcome to MT Mystery.
Let me explain why any map maker would invent a fake town. In the 1920s, map companies had a big problem. Other companies would steal their maps. They'd copy everything, every street, every river, every little dot, change the logo, and sell it as their own work. Taking them to court was almost impossible, because a map is supposed to show what's really on the ground. So the thief would just say, your map and my map look the same because the world looks the same. I didn't copy you. We're both just describing reality. Clever, right? So map makers came up with an even cleverer trick. They started adding fake places to their maps. A fake street here, a fake river bend there. Nothing too obvious, just small details that didn't actually exist. If those fake details showed up on someone else's map, the original map maker could say, gotcha. You didn't describe reality, you copied my lie. These fake places have a name. They're called paper towns, phantom settlements, copyright traps, and Agloe, New York might be the most famous paper town of them all. Here's how Agloe was born. In the 1920s, a man named Otto Lindbergh ran a map company called General Drafting. It was one of the biggest map makers in America. They made those free road maps you'd pick up at gas stations. One day, Lindbergh and his assistant, Ernest Alpers, decided to create a fake town. They chose a spot deep in the Catskill Mountains of upstate New York, a dirt road intersection about 120 miles from New York City. Hardly anyone ever went there. Perfect place to hide a lie. Now they needed a name for their fake town, so they took the first letters of their names, Otto G. Lindbergh, Ernest Alpers, mix them together, and what do you get? Agloe. That's not a joke. They literally scrambled letters and said, yep, that's a town now. They put Agloe on a road map that was given out for free at Standard Oil gas stations. The map listed the town's population as 0 to 500 people, which was technically true. There was nobody there, but also there could have been. Who knows? It was all made up anyway. Lindbergh sat back and waited. His trap was set.
All right, let's see who bites.
A few years later, Lindbergh was looking at a map made by his biggest competitor, Rand McNally. And there it was, Agloe. Same name, same location, same nonsense. Lindbergh was thrilled. This was proof of theft. He was ready to take Rand McNally to court and win big. But Rand McNally's lawyers had a surprise. They said, we didn't copy you. Our map makers went to that location and found a building there, a general store. And it's called the Agloe General Store. So the town of Agloe must be real. Otherwise, why would a store be named after it? Lindbergh was confused. He knew Agloe wasn't real. He invented it. So how could there be a store with that name? Here's what happened. In the 1950s, someone built a small shop at that dirt road intersection. They needed a name for their business, and they had an ESO map on the wall. ESO got their maps from General Drafting, Lindbergh's own company. The store owners saw Agloe printed right there on the map. They thought, well, if ESO says this place is called Agloe, that must be the name of our town. So they named their store after a town that didn't exist. Think about that. A fake town became real because someone believed the lie. The store owners had no idea they were living inside a copyright trap. When Rand McNally's mapmakers drove to that intersection, they found a real building with a real sign that said Agloe General Store. So of course they put the town on their map. What else were they supposed to do? Lindbergh couldn't sue. His own fake town had accidentally created a real landmark. The trap worked too well. Agloe stayed on maps for decades after that. The general store became a small local landmark. A fishing lodge nearby even changed its name to Agloe Lodge. The town that started as a joke was slowly becoming real. But nothing lasts forever. The general store closed in the 1990s. The lodge changed its name back, and Agloe started fading from printed maps. But then the internet happened. Google Maps started showing Agloe too. And in 2008, a novelist named John Green wrote a book called Paper Towns. It's about a teenager searching for a mysterious girl at a fictional town. Green had heard the story of Agloe and used it in his novel. The book became a bestseller, then a movie. Suddenly, fans were driving to that dirt road intersection in the Catskills. They'd follow their GPS straight to the middle of the woods, and for a while, it worked. Google was taking people to a place that didn't exist. But in early 2014, a reporter from the New York Times noticed something weird. He looked at Agloe on Google Maps and thought, "I've never heard of this town. Is it even real?" He started asking questions. Within hours of his inquiry, Google removed Agloe from its maps. No warning, no announcement, just gone. The same week, the United States Geological Survey, the official government agency that names places, added Agloe to its database with a special label, "Not official." After 89 years on maps, the town had finally been exposed. A paper town that briefly became real had turned back into fiction. Today, you can still drive to that intersection in the Catskill Mountains. The coordinates are easy to find. But you won't see a general store. You won't see any buildings at all. Just a dirt road and some trees and the sound of wind. But if you know the story, you might feel like something should be there. A town that never existed, except in the minds of mapmakers and store owners and novelists and GPS systems. Agloe is gone from Google Maps. But in a strange way, it's more famous now than ever. Because sometimes, a good lie is harder to kill than a boring truth. That intersection in the woods, for 89 years, it was a town. And even now, nobody can agree on whether it ever really existed at all. Maybe that's the best kind of mystery. The one that leaves you standing on a dirt road, staring at your phone, wondering if the map is lying or if you just forgot to believe hard enough. Thanks for watching. If you want to hear about more places that shouldn't exist, hit subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.